Hello and welcome to your practice. Are you ready? Let's begin. We're going to start in a child's pose. So go ahead. Bring the big toes to touch, open your knees as wide as you need to. Let the forehead come down to the floor. If you need to place a block underneath your forehead, do that. Stretch the arms a little bit forward, but make sure the elbows are relaxed down on the floor. You can relax the arms and the shoulders. Close your eyes for a little bit. And if you want to find a little bit of movement, maybe just like swing a little bit side to side with the body, or just, find a little bit of wave motion through the body. Do it. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. One more inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. There you go. Start to stretch the arms all the way forward to the top of the mat. Open your eyes. Now keep the legs as they are, and then with the inhale, come forward. Arch the back, look forward and up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, send the hips back. Rounding the spine a little bit as you go into child's pose. Inhale, bring it forward, arch the spine, look forward and up. Then exhale and send the hips back. Rounding the spine on the way back. Child's pose. Inhale, one more. You come forward, you go for a little slight back bend as you stand the chest forward. And then exhale, start to round from the lower back as you go back. Then come forward into all fours. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Twisted child's pose. So bring your left arm underneath your body. Lower that left shoulder down to the floor. You can stay here, the right fingertips can push down into the floor. Or you can bring your right hand behind you towards the left thigh. See where you want to go? Then make sure that left hip stays a little bit forward. Right hip pressing back. Find the breath in and out through the nose. One more breath. And come back to center. Push the floor away from you. All fours, the right arm goes underneath the body. Right shoulder down on the floor. Same thing. You can stay here with the left hand on the floor, or you bring your left arm behind you towards the right thigh. You see where you want to go? Press the floor as you twist a little bit from the chest. Relax the neck, and your right hip back in line with the right. Left hip in line with the right. Relax your face. One more breath. There you go. Come back to all fours. Press back into your hands and your knees. And then from there, stretch your left leg all the way back to the back of the mat. So you're going to come to kind of this side plank position. So keep your right knee down on the floor. Stretch your left arm up towards the ceiling. If you want more support, tuck your right toes under and a little bit more to the right. If you feel you have the balance and want to work a little bit more with the balance in the core, keep your right toes pointing and find the balance there. Left arm opens up towards the ceiling, push the floor away from you, and then send your left arm forward and more like a side plank, think like a side stretch. So maybe the hips lift up a little bit more as you feel the left side of the body opening and stretching all the way. And come back, all fours, other side. So left knee down on the floor, the right leg stretches back to the back of the mat. Keep your left toes tucked under if you need more support. Right arm goes up towards the ceiling. And then stretch your right arm forward. And then open the chest. Feel the side stretch left from the hips as you stretch your right arm all the way. And come back to center, to all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands a little bit more forward to the top of your mat, like one hand bent. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Slowly, keep your knees bent if you need to. If you want to go for a walk, go for it. Press one heel, then the other one down on the floor. See where you are today. See where your hamstrings are today. Breathe, relax the neck, focus on one spot. Belly in, send the hips back. Then look forward towards your hands. Inhale and come forward into plank pose. Then exhale and lower all the way down to the floor. Cobra Pose. Bring the toes back. Lift the knees off the floor, straight with the legs. Inhale, lift them halfway into Cobra. Exhale, lower down. Point the toes, strong with the legs. Inhale, lift them halfway. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Push back into down dog. And as you push back into downward facing dog, inhale, bring your right leg back and up to the ceiling, stretch it back to the wall behind you. Then right foot steps forward and between the hands, low lunge, left knee down to the floor. Half splits, send the hips back, right heel on the floor, right toes up towards the ceiling. Take your time. Ideally, you want to get the hips on top of your left knee. So modify as you need to. Breathe, fold over towards your right leg. The right leg straight and lift your right kneecap, flex your right foot and see how far in you can go with the body. 3 breaths here. So relax your face, any tension, let it go. See how much you can enjoy it as you stretch forward. There you go. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands on the floor. Press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left leg back and up to the ceiling. Stretch it all the way back. Exhale, the left foot steps forward and between the hands. Low lunge, right knee down on the floor. Then half split, throw the hips back. Again, readjust as you need to. Hips on top of your right knee. Breathe. Fold in towards the left leg. And then you're pulling that left hip back, right hip forward a tiny bit. Then fold in towards the left leg. 3 breaths here. Then rebend on your left leg. Downward facing dog. Press it back into down dog. Stretch the legs again, stretch the arms. Externally rotate the upper arms. Feel your knuckles pressing down into the floor. Then look forward towards your hands and take a few steps forward to the top of your mat. So you're coming all the way forward with your feet together, toes and heels touch. Slide bend on your knees. So relax the hamstrings. Relax the head, relax the arms, and then roll yourself up to stand. So your chin comes out the last. Breathe. Relax your face, look forward to Tadasana. So feet together, toes and heels touch. Palms facing a little bit forward, opening through the shoulders, draw the shoulders down the back. Press the belly in, slight tug of your tailbone. Focus on one spot. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, bring the arms over the head. Looking up, palms touch. Exhale, fold in from your waist. Hands to your legs, to the floor or to your calves. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Press your heels back. Keep the breath in and out through the nose. Then look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees, come high on your toes. Exhale, step or jump forward, your choice. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up, arms over the head. Look up, arms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Same thing. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold in from your waist. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Gotta make sure the breath is normal. In and out through the nose. Then look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees, come high on your toes. Your choice. You can step or jump forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up, arms over the head. Look up, arms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. 1 more. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold in from your waist. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Relax the neck. See how you feel on the arms. How do you feel on the legs? If the legs feel a little bit more open, then press your heels down towards the floor. They don't have to touch, and pressing your heels down to the floor means just getting a little bit deeper. The legs are straight. Contract the thighs, lift the kneecaps. Breathe. Now look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees, come high on your toes. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms over the head, look up, arms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. So on Salutation B, we're going to move 1 breath, 1 movement. So just keep going. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, the left foot steps forward. Inhale to warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale to downward facing dog. Look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees, come high on your toes. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come to chair pose, hips down, arms up. Exhale, hands, palms together, standing up. Find the breath, relax your face and the breath. Find the balance, tree pose. Bring the body weight to the left foot. Then bring your right foot in. The right foot can go below the left knee or higher, just higher than the right knee. Make sure you're not pressing exactly on the knee. So bring your right foot where it can go. Open the right hip out to the right. Slight tick-tock of the tailbone. Find the breath, find the balance. Focus one spot. Keep tugging the tailbone so you're not sending the hips back. But they go move a little bit forward. Think that you have the body just like in Savasana, mountain pose. Breathe. And then switch sides. Right foot goes down to the floor. Bring the body weight to your right foot. Tree pose on the other side. Bend your left leg. Get your left foot Whatever you can bring in, open the left knee out to the left. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Find the breath and the balance. Bring your hands, palms together when you're ready. And then just focus on one spot. Breathe. If the right leg straight, contract the right thigh, lift the right kneecap. Strength through the legs. Breathe. Feel how you're balancing on the right foot. See if you can relax your toes a little bit, but they're still on the floor. And release. Left foot goes down, arms down by your side. Focus one spot, feet together, legs together, chair pose. Inhale, hips down, arms up. Go down into chair, body weight goes a little bit back to the heels. And then bring the spine a little bit more to straight instead of sending the bum back. So think it's not a back bend, but you're trying to tuck your tailbone in slightly as you reach the arms. Focus one spot. Keep the breath in and out through the nose. And then come up to stand. You're going to balance on the right foot. And you're going to bring that left foot behind you. And see if you can grab it with the left hand. Now you can stay here, just grabbing with one hand. If it works for you, then the right hand goes behind you too. Interlacing your fingers. And then try to bring your knees together. You slightly tuck your tailbone, strength through the right leg as you pull the left heel in towards your bum. Breathe. Good. With control, release the left foot. Find the balance on the right foot. There you go. Warrior 3, bring your hands to prayer as you stretch your left leg back and lower the chest. Balancing on your right leg. Internally rotate the left thigh. Breath normal in and out through the nose. Bring your hands down to the floor. And step that left foot behind you like 1 meter away from the right foot. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and fold in towards the right leg. So back foot to a 45-degree angle. If you need your blocks, get your hands on your blocks if you're feeling tight on your hamstrings. If the right leg straight, contract the thigh, lift your right kneecap, pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hands on the floor, step back, Vinyasa or downward facing dog, your choice. You can go for the Vinyasa. If you want to skip it, just take a break, stay in downward facing dog. If not, just follow it and we meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. Bring your feet together to touch, side to side. Look forward towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees, come high on your toes. Exhale, step or jump forward into chair pose. See, hips down, arms up. Find the breath. And the body weight back to the heels. If you can look down, you can see your big toes on the floor. Find the breath and come up to stand. Bring the body weight to the left leg. And your right leg, and grab your right foot with the right hand, if it works for you. Then you bring your left hand behind you too, interlace your fingers. Bring your knees in together in line. Tuck your tailbone in slightly, and pull that right heel in towards you. There you go. Stretching your right quad. Find the balance, focus one spot. Warrior 3, with control, release your right foot, bring your hands to prayer. Lower the chest as you stretch your right leg back. Internally rotate the right thigh. Find the balance. Breathe. Bring your hands down to the floor. Lower the right foot down to the floor, just 1 meter behind you. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale and fold in towards the left leg. Good. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. See where you can go. Send the chest forward towards the left toes. There you go. Then slightly bend on your left leg, step back into plank. Vinyasa or downward facing dog, your choice. Follow your own pace. Then we meet in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in and out through the nose. Then inhale, bring your right leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, the right foot steps forward in between the hands. Inhale to high lunge. Stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Pull that left hip forward, right hip back. Slightly bend on your back leg until you find the balance, until you find the form. Then if it works for you, start to straighten the back leg again. Good, then step forward. Bring your left knee in with you. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Balance on your right leg as you open the left arm behind you. Then see if you can look back towards the left hand. So with control, think that the hips are facing forward as you're trying to look back towards the left hand. So you're not twisting from the hips. It's the chest, twisting from your waist and the chest. Breathe. Look forward again. High lunge one more time so that left foot steps back. Breathe. Good. Then bring your left hand down to the floor. Right arm goes up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. And the breath. Left shoulder behind. Left shoulder back away from the ear. Breathe. Side plank. Bring your right foot back with the left foot. Right arm goes up towards the ceiling. If your feet are together, bring your right hip forward on top of the left. Stretch the right arm up. Bring your right knee to your chest. Right foot steps forward to the top of your mat. Lower the left knee down to the floor. And bring that left foot back. As you come up to stand on your left knee and you stretch your right leg out to the right. There you go. Think that the right heel and the right heel and the left knee are kind of on the same line on the floor. And then the left arm goes up towards the ceiling. And you side stretch towards the right. Go whatever you can go. If you need to lift the right toes towards the ceiling, you can do that too. Just side stretch. Then come back to center. That left hand is going to go down to the floor. Right leg is going to reach up. Right arm up. Breathe. Then come back in. Hands forward to the top of your mat. Have splits. So keep that left knee down on the floor. Stretch your hips back. Fold in towards your right leg. Any amount. Two more breaths. Then rebend on your right leg. Vinyasa or downward facing dog, your choice. We meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. Left side, inhale, bring your left leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, the left foot steps forward in between the hands. Inhale to high lunge. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Take your time, find your moment. Right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. Rebend on your back leg if you need to. Straighten the spine, send your tailbone down a little bit. When you're ready and you feel strong, straighten the back leg again, any amount. Send the body weight forward towards the left foot and come forward to stand. Bring your right knee in with you. Left hand towards your right knee. Keep the hips as they are. Open the right arm out to the right. And start to twist over towards the right side. If you lose the balance, very normal. It happens. So just get it again as you twist up. Twist towards the right. Good. Come back to center. High lunge on your right foot back. Arms up towards the ceiling. Then right hand down to the floor. Left arm goes up. Easy twist. Side plank, come to the outer edge of your right foot. Left foot goes back with the right. Lift from the hips and that left hip forward on top of the right. Lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. Then here we go. Left foot steps forward. Right knee down on the floor. Bring your right toes out to the left. Straighten the left leg out to the left. Left hand towards the left leg. Right arm goes up, side stretching. If you want to lift the left toes up towards the ceiling, do that too. Breathe, side stretch. Make sure you're not pressing exactly on the knee. So you get the hands somewhere. Then come back to center. Right hand goes down to the floor. Left leg is going to lift up. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Internally rotate the left thigh. Find the breath. Come back to center. Half split. So right knee on the floor, bring your right toes back, and then fold in towards the left leg. Readjust as you need to, so find your time and find your space on the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, hands on the floor, step back. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Your choice. Once you get to downward facing dog, lower your knees, child's pose. There you go. Draw the hips back. Relax the head. Find your breath. Two more breaths. Then downward facing dog, please. So stretch the arms forward, tuck your toes under, lift the hips up. Inhale, bring your right leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, the right foot steps forward in between the hands. Slow lunge. Lift the chest. Bring your hands to your right knee. Now find the balance. We're going to stretch the left calf. If it feels too strong on your left knee, you can double. You can kind of fold your mat so you get a little bit more support on the left leg if you need it. Then you're going to bring the left foot in with you. You see if you can grab it. If you cannot grab it, just stay in low lunge. If you can grab it, then you're going to work with that left foot in towards you. Any amount. Then you're going to try to relax here. Good. It's a big muscle that we're trying to stretch. 3 more breaths. With control, you're going to release the left foot down to the floor. You're going to bring the left knee forward. And you're going to go and sit down. Now make sure this works with your knees. If it doesn't work, you can just keep it. If it works okay, then I like to make space, like draw that left calf out to the left, making sure that the left toes are pointing back so you're not opening the ankle in a weird way. So it's just exactly pointing back, protecting your left knee. You're going to stretch your right leg forward, and then you're going to see how low you can go down into your mat. Now, if it works for you, you're going to go all the way down. Once you get all the way down, you're going to draw that left knee down towards the floor. And you're going to take 5 breaths here. Now you can bring the arms down by your side, over on the top of your head. You can kind of choose what you want to do with the arms. 3 more breaths. Just enjoy the stillness. Good. With control, You're going to kind of press yourself up with your elbows and your hands. You're going to send your left foot forward, cross your legs, step back into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, bring your left leg back and up to the ceiling. Exhale, the left foot steps forward and between the hands. Lower your right knee down to the floor. Lift the chest up. Once again, if you need to double pad your right knee, do it. Bend your right leg and go and grab your right foot. And pull that right foot in towards you. Wow, any amount. Find the balance, very important. And then pull it in. Relax your face. 3 more breaths here. With control, release our right foot down to the floor. Then you're going to bring your right knee forward again. Make space to reopen the right foot out to the right a little bit. And then you see if you can sit down on the floor. Open your right calf out to the right. Make sure that the right toes are pointing exactly back. And then as much as it works for you, you're going to lay back. So maybe you have to stay here. That's okay. Maybe you can go lower or deeper into the floor. If you can go all the way down to the floor, once you get down, throw your right knee down towards the floor. Good. 5 breaths. Take a breath control. Use your elbows to press yourself up. Bring your right leg in front of you. Paschimottanasana. So both legs in front of you. Stretch your legs forward. Legs together, feet together. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and fold in. See where you can grab. Maybe you can go for your big toes. Maybe you can grab the outsides. You can grab on your feet, on your heels, or keep your hands on the floor by your sides. You have 5 breaths here. Relax the head and the shoulders, and just let your body take you where it has to be today. With control, start to lift the chest. There you go. Bend your left leg down on the floor. Ardha Chandrasana. Right foot down on the floor. Good. Make sure that your both seat bones are on the floor. So lower your right hip down. Bring your right hand behind you. Hug on your right knee or get the left elbow against your right knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and twist back. Shoulders down, top of your head, stretching up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're not lifting the chest or arching or doing any weird movements with the neck. You're just completely straight in a natural way as you look back. Good. Come back to center. Switch legs. Right knee down. Left foot on the outside of your right knee. That left hip bone stays down. Breathe. Left hand behind you. Hug on your left leg. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale as you twist back. Good. Top of the head stretching up towards the ceiling. Find your breath. Come back to center. Release and stretch your legs in front of you and lay back into Savasana. So let yourself go back. Lay in Savasana on your mat. Close your eyes and make sure that the whole body is relaxed. So let the legs open a little bit wider if you need to. Bring the palms up, facing towards the ceiling, opening up through the shoulder. So an external rotation of the arms to relax a little bit more through the upper body. Breathe. Smile a little bit and thank yourself for your practice today. Thanks for joining. Namaste.